The tank has been running for 3 months. Here's the update. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video by Nano Reef. So today it's the 3 months update on the tank. So the tank has been running for just over 3 months, and as I'm filming it right now, it has exactly been 90 days. You might watch this video maybe just a week later because I need to edit it, but just know that my tank, as what you see right now, is exactly 3 months old. So the first thing that I just want to update is that, as you can see, there are some new Scolys. No, I did not buy them. They're actually from my other tank, my Red Sea Reefer. And the reason for doing this is because they are just not doing that well in my Red Sea tank. It started with 1 or 2 of my Scolys not doing great, and now many of them are starting to reseed, and I'm getting a little worried. Honestly, I'm not sure if that is because of the elevated nutrients in my other tank. As you know, I've been trying to battle dinos by raising my nutrients level, and they do not seem to be as happy as my phosphates and nitrates go up. So I am moving them here into this tank meanwhile to hopefully let them recover. So you might be thinking, why on earth would I do that? This tank is not stable and all that. Yeah, honestly, it was quite a tough decision. I'm not really very confident in moving them to this tank because I know this tank is still trying to figure itself out. But as I left them in my Red Sea, they started to reseed on a day-to-day basis. So I just thought that, okay, what do I have to lose if I move them into this tank? I don't really think I have a lot to lose if they do not do as well. Obviously, I hate losing coral, but at this stage, I don't really know why they are not doing well in the other tank. So I thought maybe a new environment might work out for them. Secondly, I'm also dealing with some cyano in the tank. But if you have been keeping track of my progress, the growth has kind of slowed quite a bit, so that's good news on my side. I think that the tank in general is balancing itself out, so hopefully the cyano would stop growing. Also, in the comments section, I do read every single one of the comments, and many of you have been saying that the ugly face is inevitable and people who don't post about it are not being truthful. I don't really know whether that's true, but that's just encouraging to know that everybody gets through it one way or the other. So I do feel and personally just enjoy people showing the ugly side of their tank. I find it more realistic to know that people are going through the ugly phase. And as I watch other YouTubers, I tend to like their videos or subscribe to their channel when they actually post a video about some issue that they are facing and how they're dealing with it. I do feel that these forms of videos do deserve to be rewarded, in a sense that at least they are being honest about it, and I think it's just more realistic. Like, there are really ups and downs in keeping a reef tank, and if you only show the upside, everybody's going to have a false image of what keeping a reef tank is really like. So sorry for my sidetrack, but just want to say that going through the ugly phase is normal, and we do go through the struggles of keeping a reef tank. Alright, other than that, the pride of my tank is really my Acan garden and my hammer garden. So if you take a look at this, the Acan garden is doing well. I wouldn't say that it is at peak performance now in terms of like growth and coloration, because I'm not really seeing a lot of new hits on the Acans, but they are surviving well, and I think one of the telltale signs is that their feeding tentacles are constantly out, as well as there are new hits that are growing slowly over time. I don't think I'll be adding more Acans because I just want to see them just grow out on this rock and actually fill up the entire rock. In my experience, I do feel that feeding Acans pellet foods, like spot feeding them, actually can help with their growth. They do seem to do much better in terms of coloration and growth when I feed them. But of course, for this tank, I'm really hoping to just do my weekly water changes and not do much feeding to the tank. I just want it to be as simple as it can get. So I also don't want to mess anymore with the chemistry of the tank, so we'll just leave it as that. I've also noticed that the Acans have been colouring up a little, with some of them becoming more distinct in the blue colours or in the red colours, which is a good thing in most situations. I'm also rather clueless in terms of what actually colour Acans up. I mean, I've heard a lot of different ideas about like increasing your nutrients or spot feeding them or decreasing the light, increasing the light. but I'm not really sure, so I'm just glad that currently with my parameters they are enjoying it and they are colouring up. The other big update is on the hammer garden. Alright, so funny story, you might be wondering why I have a frog spawn at the side. That is not a hammer, that is clearly a frog spawn. So what happened was that I ordered some corals to be delivered to my house, and my local fish shop actually got the order mixed up and they delivered a frog spawn instead. So I kind of texted them and contacted them and told them like, hey look, I got the wrong coral, and they were like, hey, don't worry, we'll send you your coral that you actually ordered and this will be free, right? I was also so surprised, like it was a free coral, so that was so nice of them. But anyway, I added it to my hammer garden and I tried to put it at the side because initially I just wanted it to all be hammers. So now I have many hammers at imposter hammer, which is a frog spawn, which can I say that it looks like it's doing great. So generally the hammers are doing much better than 2 weeks ago when I filmed it, but I would like to say that the hammers at the front of the rockscape, they don't look the happiest, and I can't seem to figure out why that is so. I don't know if it is the flow that is hitting the corals at the front or if some other reason, but I just look at them and observe them. They haven't been like fading or dying, so I'll just leave it as that. Hopefully it's just because they are trying to get used to the tank as the weeks go by. So hopefully there's nothing to worry about. Alright, the last update is on my clownfish. Well, as you can see, my clownfish dino is doing great. It's been swimming around against the current at the front of the tank, which looks great because it is always near the front, so I get a good view of him. I also managed to feed him other pellet foods, so that has been a plus point. His mouth has been getting larger, which means that he can feed on new types of pellet foods, and as I mentioned before in my previous videos, I do like a variety, so this is always a good thing. I don't think that I will get another clownfish, like a buddy for Dino, and that will allow them to both swim together. I don't think that the clownfish actually gets lonely, but I do feel like a companion would be great for him. I mean, it would be great for me to look at 2 fishes instead of 1. Currently at this stage, I do have one particular variant of a clownfish that I would like to get, but it's not in stock at my local fish shop yet, so I will update you guys when I do get the clownfish. I want it to be a surprise because I really like this variant of the clownfish, and I'm quite excited to show it to you guys, so stay tuned. I will definitely let you know when I'm adding my new clownfish. So I think that wraps up this video. Hopefully it's been helpful and you've been enjoying my videos. Do let me know if you guys have any thoughts, questions or advice on the tank. With that, I think I'll end my video right here. Thank you for watching, stay safe, love the tank, till next time, see ya, bye bye.